Machine Gun Kelly's new documentary on Hulu titled Life in Pink has revealed a lot about his life. More specifically, it revealed an incredibly tense and scary situation that took place between him and fiancée Megan Fox. I don't really do this often, but I am going to put out a bit of a content warning before I really get into this video. So if anything in regards to someone almost taking their own life may be too much for you to handle, don't worry, step back and just go pick a different video. And if you or anyone you know is dealing with thoughts like this, then please don't hesitate to reach out to a hotline or other resources that are available to support you. Now let's get into it. In the documentary, MGK reveals how he had been battling depression following the death of his father, and said that he was at his worst one day in July of 2020. He said, "I wouldn't leave my room and I started getting really dark. Megan went to Bulgaria to shoot a movie and I started getting this really wild paranoia. Like I kept getting paranoid that someone was gonna come and kill me." He says that he then, quote, "just effing snapped," and then called Megan, who was on location filming. He said, "I called Megan. I was like, you aren't here for me. I'm in my room and I'm like freaking out on her." He then describes what he did next, and again I'm gonna give you one final warning before I get into this. Okay, here's what happened. "Dude, I put the weapon in my mouth and I'm yelling on the phone and like the barrel's in my mouth, and I go to cock the weapon and the projectile, as it comes back up, the shell just gets jammed. Megan's like dead silent." He says that this is one of the main moments that he realized he needed to get his life back together. Megan and his 12-year-old daughter Cassie were apparently large supporters for him and helped him kick his substance abuse habit. Him saying, "I was like, I need to kick the for real this time." The documentary goes through a lot of the star's life, including his upbringing, his relationship with his father, and his relationship with Megan Fox. So if you want to watch that, hop on over to Hulu. Fortunately now, it seems like his life is going a lot better than it previously was, thanks to the supports he has around him. So let's switch over to a lighter topic for the rest of this video. Back in January of 2020, he and Megan Fox got engaged, and while they say they're taking their time, a wedding's on the way. And here's what we know so far. Megan's announcement of the engagement seemed to reflect a lot of what we had heard about in the documentary, a part of it saying, "We were oblivious to the pain we would face together in such a short, frenetic period of time, unaware of the work and sacrifices the relationship would require from us, but intoxicated off the love and the karma. Somehow, a year and a half later, having walked through hell together and having laughed more than I ever imagined possible, he asked me to marry him. And just as in every lifetime before this one, and as in every lifetime that will follow it, I said yes." Pretty beautiful if you ask me. But into the details now. Matching their personalities, Megan said that finding a location has been difficult for the wedding, as they want to have a red river and incredibly gothic theme. A source adding, "They want an extravagant dark wedding, as neither of them are the traditional type of people. Megan has even thought about wearing a colored dress or even black." On the Howard Stern show, Machine Gun Kelly mentioned those who had been there for him, and the topic was brought up of who would be his groomsmen. Him saying, "I think my side is going to be an army of few. I have so many close and best friends that have been with me all these years. But yeah, I think Pete Davidson, is absolutely going to be standing there with me, and we should just mic him up for the commentary anyway. And both of them will also be supported with their children by their side." Thankfully, it looks like Machine Gun Kelly is in a much better place now and is working through the struggles of the past thanks to his family and those around him. We can only hope that things continue to go well and that the wedding is a happy one. And that's all I have for you for now. I've been your host, Woody. Join us next time for more.